Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try out the mouse today, and we're going to talk about and find out, is the mouse a serious contender or is it just a big joke? Especially considering at the BR that it's at. It fights basically almost pretty much more modern tanks than the thing was ever even meant to encounter. You're encountering things like helicopters, ATGMs, just much more modern things this thing was never built or even meant to come across. And I can kind of understand why Gaijin had put this thing at the BR that it is, because if this thing were to be put at its historical BR against things like the KV-1, KV-2, the T-3485s, like this thing would definitely be way overpowered. Unless you have a plane that just lands bombs next to you. That is the biggest thing about the mouse. It is the biggest plane bomb magnet. I would say that's probably the number one reasons why I die in this thing while I've been trying it out, is getting bombed by planes. And you hear that thing come. This thing's not super fast, super heavy, 188 tons. And I don't know what it is. I'm trying to think, and I'll have to go back and look at my history. I don't know if Porsche ended up making the mouse. I think he did, but it's so funny because like the Ferdinand, the Tiger P, and the mouse, they actually have impressive reverse speed, even so better than their forward speed. I'm almost wondering if they should have reversed their their engines a little bit. So just going into like a first game here, and the mouse was a tank I had tried out early on when I first had started playing, and I really struggled with it. Now that I'm a little bit more familiar with it, I want to see just what we can do here. I had to get the gray camo for this thing. I mean, especially since I just love the historical stuff. And the gray, I just feel like is just, really kind of rings true. Now, I know a lot of historical photos of the mouse are black and white. As a matter of fact, I think the mouse in the museum is painted green now that I think about it. So maybe it was a bad move for me to buy this. But I personally love how it looks. Now, this is definitely a tank where you want to keep everything at range distance a little bit, but you want to keep things in front of you. Kind of like how my view range looks on the map, as you can kind of tell like what I'm looking at. You want to keep all your enemies kind of within that realm of where it's highlighted, because if you get flanked or anything in this, it is very easy for you to get penetrated and knocked out. The enemies you're up against have really good penetration and have, I believe, about 400 millimeters of penetration regardless of the distance. So the only reason why this thing is kind of a distance beast and still a really good long range, and not too long range, is just because it's not very flexible. It actually is very slow at turning compared to a lot of other things you're going to be facing. So I'm trying to get right to where the action is. I want to get to a place where there's a lot of high traffic. So let's go ahead and push in through here, since this is going to be the center of attention. Now we have a lot of teammates here, and one of the things is I don't want to be clustered in with a bunch of teammates, because then we're all going to get killed by a bomb if a plane comes in here. Okay, kind of looking around. Oh, I hope I didn't hit you. Okay. So I'm going to go move in through here. I can use some of these walls as cover from the areas that I'm not trying to keep enemies like within my like view range or like in front of me. So I can always keep them at using my strongest angled armor points. Now, there is a lot of action happening over here on the left. And the dangerous thing about this thing being slow, as well as popping around corners, you're going to be exposing the side of your weak cheek for a while. So sometimes I have to angle it as such. And also, Yeah, see, I don't like being around too close to other vehicles. But the thing that's okay about this is this mouse is focused on the left side. I'm kind of focused on his right side. And I want to make sure that I'm giving him some cover here. Oh gosh. I don't know what that was. There was like a speck or something that came across the screen. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I thought it was a bomb and it like scared me. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just kind of peek over here because we're... Okay, there should be... Okay. Man, that thing's got... You know, I'm really impressed at sometimes the lack of penetrate. Oh. Okay, well, we hit his barrel. It's gotta be... Okay, there we go. I'm really impressed. Oh, dang, my friend's barrel just got taken out. Okay, and I don't want my barrel being taken out, but I do want to try and protect him. Anyway, what I was saying is I'm really impressed with how well some of the... I don't know a whole lot about tanks that are much more modern. I mean, playing World of Tanks Blitz, and now coming into War Thunder, I am just really not familiar with much more modern tanks and what they're capable of. Now, the T-34 is a tank I'm familiar with in World of Tanks and such, but I'm really surprised that this cannon, with being a 128, the 128 KWK, I think is what it is, that it really struggles to pen some of these vehicles that you're coming across. I don't know. Oh man, I think I might have just missed him. Shoot. This is a pretty good high traffic area through here. You know, and it's so funny because I think the whole thing with Hitler and the size of vehicles was just more in terms of the intimidation factor. Which is so funny because that is like so irrelevant when it comes to like trying to do what you need to do to win, and like, you know, having that increased maneuverability and speed and all, you know, just all that stuff that really helps you be an effective tank. Size plus having all this super thick armor is is kind of a joke. And it's difficult too because, I mean, talking about planes and bombs, this thing has no roof mounted machine gun or anything. So I mean, I really don't know what Hitler was thinking when, you know, wanting to develop and design something this massive. Okay, I'm seeing my friends over on the right get destroyed, and it almost looks like they're getting hit from the right too. Yeah, something... Oh, that looks like it's just a piece of the house. Yeah, well, like, I'm just trying to keep everything within this view range just here in front of me. Oh, please. Oh, nice. That's kind of a magic little slot. Now, there's not a ton of players in this game. We had some teammates over on the right, and I think we had lost some of them. Okay, I'm seeing something here. What did I hit? I thought... What is that thing? Oh. A T-95. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to penetrate that thing. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if he can penetrate me. I think if I hit those cupolas on top, I have a chance of maybe knocking him out, but Oh, I thought I had loaded smoke. I was gonna try blinding him. Let's see if we can knock out his barrel. No, I'm not sure where my shell went. Okay. Well, let's just blind him. I am really glad this thing does come with smoke. I feel like that is super helpful in just trying to give you some cover as you're moving also from location to location. Okay, so we've got some of our teammates up here in front. They're not getting shot or killed, I don't think. And I think I can get to this building right here in front of me. Get along the left side, even though there may be some action happening over on the right, but I'm much more concerned about... I want to keep things in front of me. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, so I think this may put us in like a good advancing position here, just getting behind this building, so I can pay attention in front and also just to my left, and I don't have to worry about my right. Okay. So our team's doing pretty good here. We've gotten ourselves a couple kills and an assist. You know, I am impressed. This thing actually does, if you do wiggle it and angle, I am impressed with how much you're able to bounce with this thing. Okay, so we've got team... Oh, hello. Alright, well, yep, that's the one way to take out that T-95. I was glad I had that little slot there. Wait a minute. I think I just lost a teammate over on my right. That was advancing. I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, I'm getting marked somewhere behind me, and I don't know what that is. And if I move forward, I'm going to get myself in some pretty big trouble. See if we can hear him. Okay, I am hearing something. Okay, where is that coming from? Is that my teammate? Oh, shoot. Okay, let's see if we can turn this bad boy around real quick. There's no way this guy doesn't know I'm here. Hard thing is this is very so much a tank where you almost have to let the enemy make the mistake, because you just don't have the maneuverability. That thing is way faster than me. Let's see if he makes a mistake and pokes out in front here. Nope. Yeah, he knows. Yeah, I'm sure he's... Yeah. This is going to make things a little difficult. Okay, come on. Yeah, marking me on the map. I do have some teammates pushing up here, so hopefully they can see him and take him out. I just don't know if I have that shot. It's hard to know if that was just bushes or...
Attention to the map.
Okay, guys, he's right there in the smoke.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Wait, did they get him? Oh. I guess they did? Or did he somehow... No, that's my teammate. Did he run away? There's no way that guy snuck through these two teammates. Seriously, where did he go? I don't think I heard an explosion or anything from a tank being taken out. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess they did take him out. Weird. Maybe I just missed that. That was so weird. I seriously thought he just like ran away and just disappeared. My team wasn't even able to find him at all. I've had moments like that every once in a while where I'm like playing and then something happens and I have to go back and watch the replay. It's like, did that tank just vanish? I was playing a game the other day where I was like trying to shoot a plane out of the sky and I see it going up and it's like losing its acceleration and then it just like disappears. And I'm like, what just happened? Like, did that player just literally, his vehicle just, or his plane just disappear? Or, I don't know. So weird. Okay, so we're going to go into another game here. Yeah, the mouse is just like, it is such a weird tank to play at, with all these other like much more advanced tanks. I mean, if you were to, like I said, put it against its historical counterparts, this thing would be an absolute beast, but holy cow. Okay. Now, I don't know where exactly I want to go here because there is a little alleyway that kind of in front of this spawn here that I selected that I could get a good view range and then maybe move out toward B, kind of trying to keep things in front of me. But I don't know. I'm thinking I may want to go right. And then maybe go down one of those alleyways. And I could try to keep things at distance. Problem is, if I end up pushing in that open space a little bit, trying to angle, keeping things in front of me, I could have... My team falls apart on the right, we're definitely done for. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and push in here. Maybe go through one of these alleyways. I mean, you gotta give it, like, to the mouse. For this thing being able to get up to 20 kilometers an hour, being 188 tons, that's actually very impressive. I can't imagine being the World War II commander if, you know, had a chance to drive this thing onto the front lines, like what it would have been like. Okay, so some enemies are starting to get marked. I'm gonna cross over here, but I need to make sure that I'm clear over here on the left. I know some guys like to go behind that little monument or something right there in the middle. And that would be a bad way to go. Finally get to this point and then end up getting knocked out. Be like the worst. Seriously, nobody likes that. Playing a slow tank, finally getting to a position where you're in battle and then getting knocked out. It's like there's, you know, the 3 minutes or so, wherever it took to 5 minutes to get to where I needed to be, and then I die. Okay, there is something right around this corner, and I'm hoping I've got the upper hand here. Okay. Wow. Breach, turret crew. That guy is not doing too well. Now, I will say this little 75 millimeter cannon on this is very, very helpful. Oh. Why is my barrel pointing up? Okay, come on, guys. Just stay right there. Oh, beautiful. Alright, so we still got teammates to my rear and my side. I'm able to quite easily kind of keep things controlled and in front of me, which is what I want. Oh. Wait, what just happened? Did I miss? I'm pretty sure I was aiming for that lower plate. Okay. Seriously, but 128mm cannon. I mean, that's insane. You'd think this thing would just like rip through just about everything.
Keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Now, I don't know how modern armor typically works. I know there's things like reactive armor and all that stuff. I don't know exactly
We have most of the zones.
how it works, but seriously, like I'll take shots at like some of these like smaller tanks. And even on their flatter surfaces, like around their turrets. And yeah, it won't even go through. And I'm like, how thick is your turret? And then like some of these guys, they'll come around the corner and then just easily take a shot at them, and then their cannons just go right through them. Of course, yeah, I mean, they may have better penetration, but, you know, something for 128mm, like freaking battleship cannon over here, and it's not even going through. Well, I guess battleship cannons are a lot bigger than this thing, but okay, there's something on the map that's marked right in front of me. He's got to come up. There he is. There he is. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, now this is a little concerning because there could be a big enemy push coming up along the right side of me. We just lost our entire team. And look at how fast this thing goes in reverse, though. Oops. Seriously, is it just me, or is this thing like goes so fast going backwards?
Victory is close.
And I want to put myself just at an angle, so if somebody does come around this corner, I can have eyes on this straight, and I'm also angled against this corner just until maybe a teammate gets back or catches up, and then maybe can hold or advance this right side, and then I can go and push again. Now, left side's looking great. But I know it's not going to take much for somebody to come up right behind us through this area here and just like
Reloading.
do some serious damage. And I just like don't really have the maneuverability to try and turn around very fast if they do. Okay, so our team, we're starting to get some support, so I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, there are some enemies right over in front of us. Well, let's see. Now that's a pretty clear eyeball marking up there, which I think if it's like faded, it means it's behind something, but the fact that it's clear makes me think there's an enemy.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
Okay, so we just basically lost my teammate over on the right again. And pushing the right side, I'm way too exposed.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
And it'll be very easy for the enemy just to flank and knock me out.
A little more effort, and victory will be
Um. Okay. Well, you know, our team has got like a pretty good push here. And it looks like, yeah, our teammate is cutting up through. I'm hearing something. Is that my teammate? Yeah, okay. That may be my teammate. So the thing is, I feel like you gotta kind of think like 3 steps ahead with this thing because it's like just so slow. Okay, well, you know, maybe I should have pushed a little bit more. Our team is just really crippling them now. And there's almost no enemies left. But I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if this is kind of how you're supposed to play with the mouse or if I'm doing it wrong. I'm trying to figure this thing out. And I don't feel like I'm able to get as high of kill count games with this thing unless the enemies are just constantly making a lot of bad moves. Or, you know, just the saving grace of planes not dropping bombs on you is able just to keep you going. But, wow, good job, team. Yeah, quite impressed. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if you think this tank is an absolute joke, especially against the tanks it's against. Or if this is a serious contender. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. With the other vehicles I played so far, I feel like it's pretty easy, but I don't know. So, well, hope you guys enjoyed this trying out the mouse today. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.